Hi guys, and welcome to your September 2020. This is going to be the What Aren't They Telling You for the beautiful sign of Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hi Aquarius. Hope this message finds you guys well and in good spirits. Anywho, yes, there is a different backdrop. All you see is to let you know that it's me. Other than my face is my clock. Pay me no mind. I am just recording in a different part. My studio space becomes a little cramped from time to time, and I need to get out of there. So you're going to see a little bit of shaking. I'm going to try to take out as much of this shaking as I can. And because of that shaking, I have went ahead and done some pre-shuffling because I test drove this whole shuffling thing with Aries and it didn't work. So between videos, what I did was I went ahead and already got all of your clarifiers. So thank you for that. I will be pulling the main energy as well as the romance angel oracles on camera if you care about that. But this was, 6, 7, 8, like 10 cards. And I was like, we'll constantly keep shaking, and I didn't want to do that. So if you're new here with me, hello. New here with me. If you are returning, welcome back. And if you are subscribed to the tribe, what's good, fam bams, and hello to my members. If you are catching this video for the first time, yes, I apologize that I was actively looking for YouTube comment moderators to join the Marvelous Tribe. I was asking that people please email me if they were interested. And as people are catching the videos, the second wave of videos that has been recorded over the last couple of days, now I have since closed that. If you're still interested, please email me at readingsbymarvelousmadame.com. Please do not leave your email address in the comments. You don't want just anybody emailing you, and I'm not going to send you an email. I apologize. I just don't have that type of time. Send it to me, please, and then I will respond to you. That lets me know you're interested. Now, although I have since stopped hiring, I still want certain names of interest on file or, just on hand in case I need to add, a few here or a few there. So if that's something that you're interested with, please let's have an off comment conversation because it is nobody's business. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a 5-card reading examining the energy between you and your partner. Time frame is stamped below somewhere on this video. So we are going in with the Fool's Oracle, and your first card came up as the Ignorant Fool. All right. Your Fool's wisdom is ignorance is bliss. Your second card is the Reclusive Fool. Your Fool's wisdom is step away from the world and seek solitude. Okay. And the last Fool's Oracle is the Wish Fool. And that is believe in your own heartfelt wishes. So when I'm looking at these particular cards, this is the universal energy between you and your person, Aquarius. And when I got your first 3 cards, honestly, I felt as if you're dying to do something other than what you are doing right now. And I want to let you know, by the way, that if you are not interested in listening to any of these particular universal energy themes that may be happening in your life or not, then you don't have to. You can go ahead and just click below. I will timestamp it when I get the first main energy out, which is the tarot, as well as your first romance angel oracle card, if that's what you care more about. But we are calm and we're going to get through this. I like to give you guys my intuitive messages, if you know that. So if that's something that bores you, then I invite you to go ahead and drop below. If you're interested to see what came out for you, then go right ahead. The Ignorant Fool felt like, when I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm looking at, that's 11, and I'm looking at the imagery of the person that kind of turned their back on something, it looks like that in order to get along or in order to get through a situation, you're turning your back or pretending to be ignorant about something that you know damn well gets on your nerves. That's not necessarily a great thing. And you're seeking, to, kind of step away, and you kind of retreat in your shell when you do that. And when you do that, actually, your mind is racing. You want to do something more than what you are doing. I don't like the way that these particular cards look, because in two of the images, Aquarius, the Fool has his back turned to what is important and what actually needs his attention. So I want that to be, I hope that that's a message for someone who needed to hear that. Stepping away from the situation doesn't necessarily help it if it doesn't have your attention. Okay, so something definitely needs your attention. And clarifying that is purpose. So when I'm looking at 11 and the ignorant fool, I'm kind of feeling devil, although those numbers from a numerology standpoint doesn't match. But I'm feeling like choosing to turn your back on something. Maybe it has devilish tendencies, the Devil Tarot card. But I'm really, now that I just said that, I really connect now with the Two of Swords. Choosing to turn it off. Choosing to do nothing. Knowing that something is bothering you. Knowing that there's something that you need to do, but choosing not to do it. The reclusive fool was being clarified by honesty. And then there's a certain level of not being honest with yourself. Again, universal energy between you and your partner. And I feel like there is definitely something that someone is not being honest about here. But I don't, until the tarot comes out, I'm not intuitively feeling like this has anything to do with, it doesn't have anything to do with like third party. That's not what I'm talking about. But I feel as if someone here is not being honest with him or herself. There are other things that is wishing to be done. Other relationships, other experiences, getting out and seeing the world. And there's a certain part that you or your partner is choosing to block out because it's easier. But easier to who? The wishful, believing your own heartfelt wishes is being clarified by indecision. There we go with that Two of Swords. Not only is a Two of Swords blocking out and turning things off, there isn't a decision. Like there's no decisions that are being made. I also have a peaceful, and that's 8. And in that peace, you're choosing to ignore the love. You're choosing to, peace is only a breath away. But there's a worry that if you really do what you're supposed to do, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome, that somehow that's going to disrupt the peace. So it's okay, Aquarius, for you to put yourself out there and allow someone else or something else, people, places, or things to come in and rob you of your peace. But when it comes down to you to set boundaries, it seems like maybe you're a little worried about the outcome, okay? In the marvelous truth, we have gratitude. Sometimes we focus so much on what we don't have that we fail to see and appreciate what we do have, okay? And then the reclusive fool is being clarified by the sacral chakra. Repeat after me for the affirmations. I am passionate. I am open to experiencing the present moment. I am comfortable in my body. I feel at peace. I am a creative being. So in that reclusive energy, this is what I think is blocking you from being honest. And then the indecision is being clarified by justice. So interesting that there is a number cross-reference here between the ignorant fool, which is the card of 47, 4 and 7 is 11, and the justice card, which is the card of Libra, Venus rule, being the 11th card of the tarot. Balance, equilibrium, the 11th major arcana, so the 11th card in the majors. Balance, equilibrium, cause and effect, fairness, justice, and responsibility. So I think we've covered what we need to cover. We're going to go ahead and get the main energies out with the tarot, but I will tell you that ignorance has a lot to do with justice. Now, when we talk about justice, again, we're talking about balance. We're talking about equilibrium. We're talking about cause and effect. There is something in your life that you feel like has dealt you a bad hand. And right now, You feel like someone else is responsible for returning that balance back into the forefront. Now, what has come out is the Hierophant and the Three of Cups. I'm putting those back in there, okay? Because I'm not feeling those. But I will let you know. Let me give this one more because these cards are extremely hard. I want them all on the same. There we go. I feel as if what's being ignored is directly tied to justice. And I'm not going to lie to you. The very first thing that popped into my head was a divorce or some type of legal dissolution of something that is making you unhappy. Show me, Spirit. We do have the Eight of Swords. Very popular card tonight. Energy between, what aren't they telling Aquarius? I'm sorry for the shaking. Justice is here twice, okay? So I know that this is a justice-related type of situation. 5 of Pentacles in the heart of the matter. 9 of Wands, okay? And we end this with what, Spirit? What are we ending this with? And we show it right here. We end with 7 of Pentacles. Contributing to this energy is 9 of Pentacles, as well as the High Priestess. So, looking at this particular energy, there's a lot of cards that have come out based upon what I have already let you guys know. The Eight of Swords is that ignorance. It's turning your back on something. I didn't make the Eight of Swords correlation because that's fear. And I didn't necessarily pick up on fear, but now I understand a little bit more. Justice is here again. Someone is definitely feeling like something is not justified and something isn't fair. Aquarius, I'm not going to lie to you. I believe that this is another reverse reading. I haven't had one in a while, but I did have one this week, and it was with Virgo. So if you're crossing energies with a Virgo, please go and watch their video. This is definitely a reverse reading. I am calling it right now. You are the one that is busting through the seams with what you need to do. And when I say busting through the seams is that if this isn't resolved, you're going to completely just burst open. You're not happy, okay? You're worried that if you institute something that means something to you, that it's going to cause some type of disruption. But you're so busy carrying everybody and making everybody else comfortable that you're not even looking at the fact that you're not happy. You've turned your back on your own happiness for the greater good of something else. And that's not necessarily a good thing. So when I clarify this, I'm actually going to be clarifying, it could go another way. I really feel you here. I feel you and I'm calling it. When I clarify this, is really going to be clarifying the relationship that you would want, the one that needs to take place with yourself, and the one that is really desired here, not necessarily the one that you're in. I feel like an 8 of Swords, Justice, 5 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and a 7 of Pentacles, as well as a 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the 7 and the 9. I called that 9 of Pentacles out. I do feel as if you would like to be lavish and kind of focus on your own thing right now. You want to focus on Aquarius. You want to, and I think that ultimately maybe you feel like you don't have that in you. But you do at the same time, because your escape from these very people, places, and things that you have put so much of yourself into, your escape is your mind. That's where you go. And you can be yourself and live the way that you want to live in your mind. But that's not living, because that's being done here. That's not being outwardly projected. And that's what needs to change. You have to balance the scales and bring yourself out of this misery. 5 of Pentacles is here stating that you feel left out in the cold. and you would like to come in from the cold, yet you're responsible for making everybody else feel warm and you're out in the cold. Then we have the Nine of Wands stating that you fought an uphill battle and you're beat, battered, and bruised. And you're ready to get off of that. This these two nines indicate a power struggle. And the power struggle is identified as doing and commitment, abundance. So you're stuck somewhere right now. Again, we're coming back to this financial situation. So you're stuck in something and you're worried about the outcome that has you riddled in indecision. When you know the secret with this high priestess is that you need to break out of here. Let's go ahead and get this. So I'm going to label this as a reverse reading because I feel like this is coming from your perspective and your voice is what needed to come out today, not anybody else's. Let's see how this clarification is going. I did predict that the clarification will be coming from your standpoint, okay? Your standpoint of the type of relationship that you want, not necessarily what someone else wants you to have or how they feel about you. So we're going to stop there. And the Eight of Swords is being clarified by wedding. So this situation does involve marriage, and I feel like some of you guys are afraid to move away from this situation that no longer serves you. We do have honeymoon with justice. Interesting, you want a real marriage. You want a real honeymoon. You want something that's going to make you happy. Okay, this is what you are wanting. You want passion, not feeling left out in the cold. And do you see that every one of the romance angels is the exact opposite of what reality is? Okay, you want passion. You want a real married situation, or you desire to be married if you're not already. Another thing is that you're tired of beat, battered, and bruising and feeling that way in your current situation. What you want to do is call in your soulmate. And you've prayed, you've said affirmations and the visualizations, and you have not given up hope on this. The Seven of Pentacles is being clarified by flirt. You want to be able, instead of always focusing on these calculated moves and everything that you have planted and constantly stepping back and assessing all of the stuff that you've done with this Seven of Pentacles, you want to be able to extend your lighthearted energy to others for a change. Nine of Pentacles, you want a real engagement, someone who you can build with, someone who has nice things, someone who is on the same page as you. High Priestess is this is role of attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You don't want secrets. You don't want not being able to express yourself. You want a love that you can feel. And I am telling you that at the top of that deck, we do have very soon. If you really go and walk into your truth, Aqua, and you will get what you want. You want a love that you can feel. Imagine the way that you imagined it. So this is a reverse reading. And this is probably what you aren't telling them. So I'm just letting you know that that's what a reverse reading is, okay? Beautiful energy, keywords: wedding, honeymoon, engagement, passion, calling in your soulmate, flirt, attraction. You want something that's real, Aqua. You do not want all of this extra stuff. You have done so much here. And again, for some of you guys, the wedding, the honeymoon, and the engagement went okay, but you realize that there is something that is missing, or you want out of something. And for some of you guys, you haven't gotten this yet, and you want a love that you can feel. Imagine the way that you imagine, the love that lives in your mind. You want that in reality, okay? So wow, that explains the reason why you stay right there. This is beautiful. I mean, you want this. You want justice is here twice, so I know for a fact that this definitely has something to do with fairness. It has a lot to do with that. I love this. You don't want to feel left out in the cold anymore. You don't want to feel like you do everything and you get none of this good energy in return. You don't want to keep feeling that way. You don't understand why it is like that to begin with, but you have messed around and attracted some of maybe a very, I want to say, inconsiderate person towards you, not once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. Okay. You have to walk and align with your purpose, be honest with yourself, and come out of this indecision, because you cannot walk into this ignorant as bliss. You can't just, retreat and walk away from the problem when it still exists in your mind. And you are riddled with these wishes, and you're really not living and doing the things that you want to do, and you're doing it as a means to keep the peace. Okay. I feel like there are great opportunities coming for transformation, but it's not going to be easy. Aquarius, wow, that was beautiful. So I feel like you want a love that you can feel, the love that you've imagined. That's what's coming out. And Aquarius, I let you know, what was that? I believe on channel 2, I let you know Libra's forward focus is coming. We have been full blown in Libra season now for a couple of days. The sun shifted. I feel like I did something special for you guys in one of my videos for Virgo season. The onslaught of Libra season videos will be up. Please go on channel 2 and take a look and find out where it is going to be hitting you. I am going to start putting the Virgo season for focus as a link, because they're all in the playlist. All of the videos that kind of belong to that season will be in its own playlist moving forward. So like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. I certainly hope that it resonated. Drop it like it's hot in those comments and let me know how this felt to you. But I feel like you're going to be definitely going through a lot. And I know that a lot of this is hitting you in your 8th house as well. But again, that's another video. I wish you guys well, and I will see you guys next week for the You versus Them reading as we close out September's energy. Bye, Aqua.